Jojo here, back in the garage, Wolfpack Garage Vlog, working on the 66 Impala convertible, trying to get her back on the road before summer's over. So I got it up in the air after work. I took a little nap. I had a snack. I'm out here now, but I'm going to bring you underneath the car and give you a little tour and see what kind of like we're working with, okay? It's an unrestored car. It's got about 90, I think I said like 94,000 or 96,000 miles on it. I would be the third owner. It was undercoated from the factory or sometime in its life relatively close to being new, but I think it was driven in winter too. Like, I haven't driven it in winter. The guy I bought it from had it for about 20 years and he never drove it in winter, but the original owner may have. So let me bring you underneath the car and I'll show you what we got going on. Come on down. Oh, look at the lines on that hog. You know what I mean? Look at that. We'll start in the back. Underneath here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, we got, obviously, a huge ass fuel tank. Got a little dent right there. But look underneath that undercoat, you know? Hey, it had to have been undercoat and it was relatively new. Maybe even at the dealer. Look at that. Look at that undercoat. Frame rails. They're not bad back here. That's a reproduction exhaust that would be modeled after an Impala SS with a small block. I put it on during COVID, you know. I had quarantine within quarantine. I just locked myself in the garage and got to work. Let's get you back up here by the differential a little better. Oh. Oh. So pretty standard, right? Pretty standard stuff, open diff. I don't know, it's got some tall highway gear in it. Not a big deal. Everything's looking pretty good here. You know, you can see some flaking undercoat coming off of that brace, but I mean, come on, dude. Northern car, 1966. You know, I see them on Marketplace. They're folded in half on a trailer. So, I mean, somebody kind of took care of it. That would be like a aftermarket version of a like Flowmaster. 2.5 inch, goes all the way up. You know, no Cadillac convertibles or nothing. Trailing arms. Let's see what else. Yeah, here's the next spot I'm going to show you. I don't even want to show you. Pinion seal's leaking a little bit, but we'll just, I don't know. We might check the fluid this year. I know I checked it one year. This part here sucks. I know, but they all do it. At least the Northern cars do it. Right here, as the wheel, you know, you got the spring, right? So now we're looking in front of the rear wheel. Rear wheel's right here. Comes down off the arch, boom, collects rust and stuff right here. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I want to see how solid it was. I mean, it's super solid in here, and it's super solid right here. It's just right, you know, here. But it's solid on the top. We're going to have to do something with that eventually. I don't know if I'll get to it on this time on the jacks or what the deal is. We'll see how brave I get. Same thing on the other side. Not as bad, though, on the other side. But hey, you know, what are you going to do? It's a driver. Got a little, you know, she's been shibed on, I'm sure. But hey, look at here, you know. Original rocker panel here. Might not be terrible. Who knows? You know, dead body men tell no lies, so who knows what the heck. But look, the rest of the frame, all the way up, looking good in the neighborhood, you know. A little bit in the front floor pan, a little bit in the rear floor pan. The other side's kind of neat. I'll show you that. Let's head over there and see what's going on. Okay, here's a passenger side of the car. Yeah, a little filler, you know. It's got like a, I don't know, 20-foot long quarter panel, rear quarter. Getting down here. Hey, look at here. This isn't too bad, you know. Got some surface rust here. I mean, this doesn't look too bad. Right here too, you know, not horrible, not horrible. This side of the rear frame. You know, a little bit here. there was a hole here anyway, right? For here. So we just did some engineering. Well, Mother Nature did some engineering and just made another hole. But like body mounts aren't looking too bad. Cross braces. This here, not looking bad. Now, look at here. You're asking yourself, Jojo, how come your floor pan of your car is leaking oil? What is that? And how come none of this is rusty back here? Well, Jojo's going to tell you that damn pump for the convertible top is hydraulic, and the cylinders are also hydraulic, and they have leaked on this side for so long that underneath the rear seat and weeping through the floor pan, oil has spilled and preserved all of this. It literally Harley Davidson itself and preserved it, which I think is fantastic. I mean, look, this floor is looking good on this side. You know, of course, the engine leaks so much oil up there. Plus, it's been undercoated. Okay, let's not discredit any of that. This pan's fine, right? This car would be a really easy resto if I wasn't so incredibly, lazy. This car would really be literally like, I don't know, front patch, because all the cross bracing is all good. You know, all the ties where it ties into the body are good. The mounts on the frame are, where the frame mounts the body, they're good. Some of the isolators are better than others. You could probably, maybe if you pull the carpet out, you probably heat them up with a torch and get the bolts out without breaking. But even if you did, the metal around there is still good. But I mean, you're talking a little patch in the rear, a little patch in the front, and patch up the huge giant rust holes in the frame just in those two spots. And man, you might actually have yourself a really nice car. I mean, it's super cool to cruise anyway. But that's what we got going on. The other thing we got going on is the front suspension is a catastrophe. It's got weird, let's see if I can explain this correctly. I'm not familiar with any GM car other than this one that has bolt-on, thread-on lower ball joints. The GMs I'm used to seeing have pressed in, lower ball joints, like trucks and G-bodies and everything else on earth. But this car too has got this weird, kind of weird lower control arm deal that reminds me of like a Chrysler, but like an arm for a Chrysler, but without the torsion bar. It's got this bar that goes up front that kind of triangulates and makes it into an A arm, and it's got big bushings. That stuff's okay, But I got to check the ball joints because I got a feeling they got to be getting worn out, right? They're all original. Same thing with the tie rod ends. I got to check that out. But I mean, look, I was afraid to lift this up and look underneath here. But you know what, man? I'm not as depressed as I thought I would be. Really, I'm okay with the condition of this car. This is a good old car. All right, well, that'll do it, folks. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. I like to hear everybody's comments. I like my mom's hug emoji, but, ask a question or whatever if you're so inclined. That's not bad, too. I could do my best to answer it. All right, folks, we'll see you on the next one, right?